to ride the funk train, and good Lord God Almighty, slap a virgin in the face. It's the third annual Fuji Awards presented by 9-Bit Robot, where we celebrate the excellence of Atari in the year 2025 if the human race is still alive. John, how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm looking good, feeling good, Vinny. You can see I dressed up for the occasion.
My suit got stolen.
Yeah, you said your suit got pulled away. You promised me you were going to wear a suit.
But I got the coolest Atari shirt. My wife got me this for my birthday this year, so I did that. I was going to wear a suit tonight, but I don't know. This is an Atari shirt equals a suit. That's how tonight's important. We're sponsored by 9-Bit Robot. We actually have certificates for the people that win tonight. Look at that. Oh, well, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
Inside, it's not just a piece of black paper or a folder. And there's actually trophies that got lost in a Toledo interstate accident. But the people that win will have physical trophies that they can impress their children and small pets and plants around the house when they get these awards shipped to them. And I'm just excited. We got a bunch of awards tonight. This is also the first year that we had fan voting.
Yep.
Because a lot of people think I'm a curmudgeon. A lot of people think, that you went to jail too many times. You should be disqualified from any sort of opinion. But a lot of our awards today have been fan voted, and I've disagreed with almost every one of them. But that's what's great about our democratic society.
Oh yeah. Well, the fans know what they're talking about more often than not.
Yes,
they're the ones that are right.
They're the ones that call
qualified.
us idiots. Yeah. That's right. Every video, I'm called a moron. So it's good that they're in charge this show.
Oh, in charge for at least 4 categories. We get our say too.
They only had their say in 4 categories.
In 4 of the categories, so they'll be notified, or you can identify them by the Atarian Choice.
Okay. Well, let's not get too crazy. Let's not get too jargon. Not enough. It's going to alienate people. Let's just say these are awards for people that kicked butt, voted upon by the human beings, because technically you're an Atarian and so am I. So, John, I didn't have a monologue prepared. We did have like a 45-minute video of me and you running around different landscapes of Atari games this year, like they do at the Oscars. But that got that in the tape machine that got eaten up. So we have no fancy intro tonight. So I'd say we should just jump in.
Do we have we had a live studio audience, but the more I look at this, the more I don't think we need that. Do we, Vinny?
Oh, yeah, the live studio audience. Yeah, we could do. Let's do a joke.
Do a joke.
Okay, John's face.
So there you go.
Yeah.
We're going all out, guys. This is incredible, right?
My
here.
God, we're like a 0-page homebrew almost.
Well, I want to go crazy.
We're getting close. I'm not saying we're there. I'm saying we're approaching a 0-page tonight. I can feel it.
Wow, that's high praise. Wait, what do you say, Vinny? You want to jump right into this and get going, or do you have more jokes?
No, I didn't bring any jokes with me. The jokes cost $5 a piece, and I've been. So yeah, let's kick it off with a traditional thing that we have here. Yep. Every year, this is our 3rd annual Fuji Awards. And every year we've given out the award for this. And this is the one that everybody really, we front load the show with the best awards in the beginning. This is the Video 61 laminated sheet of 2025. So if you ever buy an Atari 7800 or 5200 or whatever else they're into, instead of a regular box with instructions, they have the laminated sheet that's about as big,
heavy
as an old Buick. Don't show the.
No, these are old ones.
These are the old ones.
Yeah, these are examples.
I didn't want to blow the nut. Yeah, see, there's the.
This was last year. Attack. Yeah, this was last year's winner.
Yeah, 2024.
Big shoes to fill.
You can not only is there a lot of great information on the laminated sheet. It is laminated, so it's official. You can eat your hamburger and fries on there. It'll just clean right up. You can use it as a plate. It does great things with the grease. It doesn't get the grease everywhere. It's wonderful. It also has a comic on the back. And so without further ado, there's only 2 nominees this year. The Robot Holocaust, the laminated sheet for that game, and also the laminated sheet for Realm of No! Shh. And I'm sorry, it is late. We do have a lot of people. There it is.
Where is it? There it is.
Look at that. Look at that guy.
Fancy stuff.
Look at that guy on the side. So without further ado,
you don't want to build any more anticipation.
I don't think we can stand it. I'm looking. I'm not even reading the chat. I just see it's just moving by like stock reports are going through. It's just they're anticipating. They can't wait. Without further ado, the winner of the 2025 Laminated Sheet of the Year Video 61 version is Robot Holocaust.
There you go, guys.
Look at that. Lightning bolt is my heart. I love lightning bolts.
Great stuff. No, we love Video 61, like you said. They do fantastic work, and we want to give them a little shout out for.
A lot of people don't know that they exist, and they create games for the 7800, 5200. I think Atari 8-bit. They do 2600 games too, right?
They not homebrew, but they sell what do they call it? New stock games. They have hard to find games on there too. If you're looking for Alien Brigade, Motorcycle, they find copies in their warehouse all the time, and they we already have controversy at the Fuji's. It's going to be on the front page of yahoo.com tomorrow. Can we ban S. Ramirez just for a 10-minute ban? Same thing with Jeremiah. No, but they do great work, not only providing affordable games to the community, but
they are affordable. They're a pretty good price compared to other competitors in the landscape.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations to Lance and Peter and all the yucks over there at Video 61. You got your award for this year.
It's in the mail.
It is, huh?
We want to get in to something a little more exciting here. Not that was thrilling. Actually,
it's the whole show's going to go downhill from here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we both love the Pro system. We love the Atari 7800, so much so that you run a website where every game is reviewed. You can go there. You can find articles from the last 20 years. It's kind of like a vault. I love going. Yeah, almost going on 25 probably.
Yes.
So we're doing the Pro System Atari 7800 Game of the Year, brought to you by Atari7800forever.com. This category is all Vinny's baby. He is the man when it comes to 7800 Pro System stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the man, but I do have the largest and oldest website. Yeah.
You can't argue against his.
There are things that people vehemently disagree with me about when it comes to 7800, but I will say this. I do have a love for it, and I started the website 20-something years ago under a different name. It doesn't go by Atari7800forever.com. I resurrected that when I did an interview with Bob Dake for Shinzo back in 2020 when everybody was sitting around with COVID. And I brought it. Wow. It's going to be almost 6 years here in a few months, 5.5 years right now. But there's articles on it that go way back. And so people can use, and it's not the easiest website now because there's so much information. People can use the website to find a bunch of holes that are being, vacant.
That takes you to YouTube. Holy.
A couple things go to YouTube.
Oh, wow.
But the older stuff definitely was all articles. In fact, if I did a YouTube channel back then, we'd be doing this on a yacht right now instead of making an archaic website. But I cover all things 7800 on it. So I do review every game eventually on the site. And somebody said, you didn't review every game reviewed. You didn't review Countermeasure 2. And I was like, it's fail safe, and so I should go and do like a read the rect. But yes, it is reviewed. So this year, another good year by the 7800. We kind of had some weird years there for a couple of years, but this is going to the best. A 7800 cart release, and it had to be a cartridge release in 2025. And there were some damn good ones. So let's go down the list of the ones that I like.
And again, it's a strong year.
And all of these could have won. And boop, boop, boop. I am just bebopping down here. All right. So first game. Excellent. Now, this one's controversial, too. A lot of people won't understand this, but this is the biggest brawler of all time, the original Street Fighter. We're talking about Popeye the Sailor Man. This was re-released on Opcode's label because we all know that Atari Age hooked up with Atari.
Look at this gameplay. Oh my
God. It looks like you were looking at a cartoon. Good Lord God Almighty. How did he do this? But I'd review this back when I talked more than showed gameplay. I don't do that anymore. So anyway, there it is. So this has been re-released with some tweaks. This was made by Daryl 1970 and all his friends, published by Opcode. And this version has the glitch that the Atari Age version has, where it doesn't accumulate the punching of the cans. I was the one that found that in this video, and I made Daryl have a small panic attack, and I'm sorry about that. But and there's also another tweak with the what do they call it? The Novice Rev F version with the pink screen.
Yep, the Revision F is now available from a menu in the Opcode version.
Okay, so on the Opcode version, there's a little bit of a clarification with that, and that way you can turn the... So this one's a little bit even better than the Atari Age version, which was released a couple years ago. This is even better. So this is a nominee this year, Popeye by Opcode. Also, Daryl 1970 is back in here with another contender in this knife fight for the best 7800. He's got two, baby. Wow. This one is Mousetrap by Atari Age, published by Atari Age, made by Daryl 1970 and all his friends. And again, this one's unique too, because not only is this just a ball-busting, terrific version of Mousetrap, it's another maze-type game, but it comes with a funky controller adapter that you can put on and use different types of controllers, because you do have to have, 3 buttons is the best way to play this game. So if you like Mousetrap, this is probably going to be one of the best versions on an 8-bit system you'll ever play of the game Mousetrap. So congratulations to Daryl for having not 1, but 2 games in this category this year.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
And
he has twice the odds.
So we are facilitating some wagering in the back room. If you're a part of the Patreon, we do have gambling back there, and you can gamble on who wins what.
Hey, $50. All right, go ahead.
All right, tell her. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Benny said 20 on Popeye. Wait, that ain't fair.
We got to. So, Pac-Man double feature by Robert De Crescenzo. Our guy Pac-Man Plus is back with another Pac-Man edition. He told us backstage when we interviewed him a while ago that this game wasn't coming out, and he was so devastated. He worked on this very, very hard, and there was a lot of static between Namco and Atari, and they couldn't quite get together and produce this whole thing. And we all know what happened last year with the Atari, the Pac-Man Plus, 2600 Plus editions with all the joysticks and stuff. And this game is the most exciting part of the whole collection, because not only does it feature a great version of Pac-Man, I would say arcade perfect, it also has a delicious version of the 2600 Plus 2600 that you can, there we go, somewhere, there you go.
There we go.
And it has that with a dip switch we can flip over, and we can play this sorry game, and it's really just for nostalgia. Now, the great thing about both the original game, the 7800, and this Firecracker version of whatever this is, the 2600 version of Pac-Man, is the random mazes. You can, with a code, you can do random mazes on both. And Random Mazes makes the Atari homebrew version of this game outstanding. It's unreal, because I think actually the random mazes in that it just changes the game even more dramatically and traumatically, if you're bad at the game, than the original 7800 version. Excellent game, and it I now own like 9 different versions of that game. They really marketed that thing well, with different colored boxes and blue boxes and gold boxes and different types of the collections you can get that in. So that was a big game for Atari 7800 last year. And my fourth choice is by our little man across the sea, Lewis, who goes by Muddy Funster. This is Bernie and the Tower of Doom, published by Atari Age. Finally, they released this bad boy out into the ether. And if you're talking about Mario-style vibes, the cutscenes, the dialogue, the overworld map, and the these are other games that I'm comparing in my video to Bernie here. This is Bernie dry humping some stars, and it's here's one of the things I like about the game too. There's an homage to Tower Toppler at one point, which is my favorite 7800 game of all time. But if you like the Atari 7800, if you like good dialogue, if you like a colorful universe, if you like a solid puzzle adventure game, and you like being blown away by what the 7800 could do, this game is pretty darn good, and you will be remiss if you don't play it. So, and this also was released on the Atari VCS, which I always like when they do that for $8. So the value of that is really good too. So, what do you say? You want to crown the winner?
Yeah. So, as the people in the chat are saying, and I agree, that there's some heavy hitters in this category. There's a lot of other games too that could have easily been included. Tunnels of Hyperion comes to mind, depending on taste. But this was a great year for the 7800, fantastic year, and we're happy to acknowledge all these games. And of course, now we are going to acknowledge the winner of the 7800 Pro System Game of the Year, brought to you by Atari7800forever.com. Bernie and the Tower of Doom.
It's a great game. It's a large in scope. It's I always respect the guys. Not that I don't respect people that do the ports. I do very much. Sometimes that's harder, but to make a game from the ground up, I think is really tough, and especially when it works on every level. And ladies and gentlemen, we have in the back room, if he's not asleep yet, to accept his spiritual invisible award, Lewis Hill, a.k.a. Muddy Funster. Congratulations, my friend.
Hey, thanks, Vinny. Wonderful.
Yeah, great. Now, I know you're probably bored. You're sleepy over there. You've got your tea or whatever you guys drink over there in that weird part of the world, but you're trying to stay up. But I know you're getting sick of winning these awards here. Have you thought of any new jokes or any sort of new anecdotes for us that's seen you win 45 of these awards so far?
What can I say, Vinny? It's no new jokes, but yeah, thanks for the award. It's an honor. It's always nice to have your work appreciated. That looks cool. Yeah, nice.
Yep, that'll be in the mail along with your trophy that I can't show you because of the snowstorm. But
no, that's fair enough. And I think talking for like a lot of the developers, I think when your work gets recognized by you guys and and you're showing it off and presenting it, it's very motivating. It's nice to see. I've always said if one person plays my game and likes it, I'm happy.
Well, you have with the Atari universe at least 3 dozen that have played it and like. But so explain to people, and there's people going to be watching this. This is kind of a weird time and day to kind of have a show like this, but people will be watching this in the next few days too. What is Bernie? What was the motivation? I'm curious why you released this before you did the Cubic Conundrum, if you got stuck on that one, or and just sell the game a little bit.
So The motivation with Bernie was just a type of game that I've never done before. Every time I try a new project, I always try to do something new. So I did EXO. I wanted to do a space shooter, space opera game with lots of story and all of that stuff. Then I did Coppers, and then I did a few other bits and pieces. And every new game, I wanted to be a new challenge, something I've not done. And Bernie was like, I thought, well, I've never done a platform game before, so I'm going to give that a try. Cubic Conundrum, that's an interesting point, Vinny. That's one that's it's kind of the prequel to Bernie and the Tower of Doom, but it never got finished. So that's one that's going to be revisited, I think, is the way I would characterize it. I'm going to revisit that at some point in the next time.
I love that game as well. It was kind of like a Cubert, but there's another game it escapes me. There's a lesser known game. There's also like an Atari 8-bit game called like K Flip Flop or something about a kangaroo and stuff. And it's kind of like that game too. I can't.
Yeah, it's in that sort of genre of flipping the squares and the colors and yeah.
Oh yeah, I think Bernie has a lot of legs, and I think that
he doesn't have any legs.
Oh no,
Vinny, you asked what he was, Vinny, because I mean I think I told you off for categorizing him as a slug.
Yes, he's not a slug apparently.
No, he's not a slug. He's a Bernie. He's just
a Bernie.
He's an intergalactic orange blob.
Is he like a mollusk though? Is he in the family?
I don't think so. I just think he doesn't have any, in his natural form, Bernie's just a blob. If he needs an arm, he can create an arm. He can do an arm. If he needs, if he needs a leg, he can create a leg. It gives you a lot of character freedom for future games that may or may not be in development.
So do you think if human beings had the same adaptability, do you think we would all optimize elongated eyeballs on the top of our head? Is this his final form? Is this his ultimate?
I'll tell you about the eyes, Vinny. That's an interesting one because factoid in development, Bernie was going to have a skill where he could stretch his eyes up and use them as suckers to like squidgle across, like a platform. But with the game, that never really worked. I thought, I'm going to shelve that. Maybe that's something for another game in the future. He could extend his eyes up and then suck on, and then his body would go up.
You need to do a fighting game. He needs to be able to that's what you need to do next. Sly from Tower Toppler versus him versus Charlie Chuck, all this, and then he could use the eyes, and people be like, "Whoa, we didn't what? Oh my god!" The fatality. The thing comes out, sucks the brain out. Oh my god.
There we go. We're making new games on the show. No, but congratulations, Lewis Muddy. I'm so excited for you to win. I'm so happy to send you this award. But most of all, I just want more Bernie games. I got mine coming in the mail, so I actually haven't played it yet.
Cool.
So I'm excited to get it. It shipped out 2 days ago, and I think Atari Age. They sent me and John a notification on the same day, right before the awards. It was like, "We're sending you games, guys. Don't trash us on the show." But I had a friend of mine making a yarn version of Bernie, and it's sitting on my
I saw that. I showed my wife that joke because she's all into all the crochet, and she was well impressed. She said, "I can't believe Vinny's got a Bernie."
Oh, I love it! It's sitting on my Ricky and Vicky diorama that somebody made me. So
I've actually got 3 Bernies in my wife's. They're in the craft room that I'm going to be sending out to the folks. My I call them the code destroyers. It's basically I want to give them a big shout out to Steve Ramirez and Trebor and Crossbow. Those guys absolutely help so much when developing a game. They test and test and test and test and just find all the bugs and glitches and help make the games be as well as the end thing that you guys get to play. Yeah, and they're integral to that.
You get your name attached to it, but there is a lot of help that goes into it. So everybody needs to get some gloss definitely with this too.
And I also want to mention the music as well. I mean, I am just not, when it comes to like the Atari, I cannot create music at all. I mean, I did try to do it once, and I think someone described my tune as the cross between like a dentist drill and someone sticking a hot poker up a cat's backside. So I didn't bother with music after that. And Micah did the music for Bernie, and his music is fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
And I will say, Bernie and the Tower of Doom, if there's anybody who watches this video and they're on the fence about it, there's codes, there's secrets, there's secret places you can access. I think the final world is a really neat flip on its head, and there's some really cool homages that the game pays tribute to. It's an excellent game. Congratulations, Bernie. Congratulations, Lewis Ill, Muddy Funster.
And Bernie.
And Bernie. Tell him we said we love him too. Congratulations, man, and we'll let you get to bed. Thank you so much for a great game. We're looking forward to it.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Yep, thank you.
See ya. What a cool guy. And I'm glad I'm glad he won, because I hate them other guys. No, I'm kidding. I love all them guys. Them guys are, everybody knows me and Bob are friends, and I love Daryl's games too. So I hate that there's any losers. They're all winners, really.
Oh yeah, like we said, it's been an excellent year for the pro system. A lot of fantastic games to choose from, even ones that, we discussed a lot of potential nominees, and in hindsight, maybe
there's good games that didn't make the list.
I was going to say maybe we should have a dozen nominees for each category, but yeah, fantastic. Love Muddy. Can't wait to get my my game in the mail from Atari Age. Okay, Vinny, so moving the show right along, you ready to move into our next category?
Is this let's see, this is the one, because we've got a schedule situation.
So
is this the fourth award technically that we were saying? Now it's the third award, best modern game of Atari.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. All right. Let's do this one here. So this is best modern Atari game of 2025. And is this one the fans voted on, or is this one's
this is
one we picked?
We talked about, discussed, and then I overruled you and picked the winner.
Okay. Yes, I think you did. So this is best modern Atari game of 2025, and this could be and correct me if I'm wrong, this could be a VCS game, this could be a 7800 game that's been released officially, but it also could be Switch, it could be Xbox, it could be any of that, PC. Is that correct?
Yeah. So ultimately, any modern game. We sort of stayed away from compilations of like Mortal Kombat games and the Bubsy games and stuff. And this is more stuff that was
original. Yeah,
developed or released in 2025.
If the human race is still alive. So these are games you can either buy physically or like on Steam or Switch or Xbox or maybe Atari VCS if you're lucky enough and stuff like that. So here we go. Well, let's run down this list. This is a pretty prestigious award here, and this is one that the Atari Network came up with. The Adventure of Samsara by Ilex Games. This was released on several platforms, but probably most importantly to us, it was released to the Atari VCS, which we dug. And this game was kind of dead in the water for a while, and they came back, and I think Atari breathed some new life into it, and they attached some of the old, I don't know, and we can, figure out maybe later on, they attached some adventure motifs to the game and kind of made it, they called this the spiritual successor of Atari. And for a world, for an adventure.
Successor to Adventure, not Atari.
And the game Adventure, the 1978 2600. So this is the spiritual successor to that game. If I said something confusing, I apologize. But insane amount of combat, insane amount of RPG elements where you are searching, you're finding certain things, you're talking to weird people, you're in weird lands, but there's tons of different combat. You can upgrade your person to really fight like you want him to fight. Is he going to be more of a brawler or a shooter or a melee guy or a magic user? There's some of that. You have some of that control over him too. An excellent game, and something that I'll probably pick back up here this year and start from scratch and go back through it again.
Did you complete it?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Of course, it was a blast.
I went back and did 100% on it. I think I found all the collectibles and all that stuff. So fantastic game. I really enjoyed it from start to finish.
Let's see. Also, this another one is one of mine and yours favorite Atari arcade games is iRobot. Jeff Minter reissued iRobot. So this is iRobot by Lamasoft and Jeff Minter. This keeps the spiritual, I guess, the vibe, the milieu of iRobot. It makes it a little bit easier to understand. I will say it does improve upon the camera angle of the first game. The first game can be pretty taxing. And it also includes, if you like stroking your children out with epilepsy, Jeff Minter's games are the greatest to watch your children flop all over the floor playing his games. This game is a colorful psychedelic tour de force, and it improves upon the original with different variations, and it feels like it's beatable. There's at one point when you're playing iRobot on the arcade where you just feel like you're never going to get past board X, whatever your limit is. This one seems like with enough work and figuring the game out, this game is a combination shooter and something that's kind of like a three-dimensional Pac-Man or a Crystal Castles in a way. It's a little different than iRobot, the original, which is pretty close. You got to watch out for an eyeball that hates people jumping. So it sounds like my grandmother. She always hated people jumping around in her house. But it's a great game. It's a weird game. It's very colorful. It uses all the crazy sound effects that, like from Tempest 2000 and stuff like that. So it's a visual tour de force.
Yeah, it's a different game, but so was the original, and I think that's fantastic. And like you said, a lot of improvements have been made to it over the original, and I think that just comes through time. To me, it's kind of like Tempest 2000 cross iRobot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's definitely a unique take on the game, that's for sure.
Okay. Next on the list is a game that I played and I liked quite a bit. It's basically a Doom for fantasy nerds. It's called Wizardom by Apogee Games. This was available.
Apogee.
Hey, who's the host?
Sorry, no, go ahead.
Sorry,
the people.
Sir. No, I'm just kidding. This game is awesome. It is, like I basically said, it's like if you like Doom, but you also like hobbits and little nerdy dwarves and nerdy elves and stuff like this. This is the game for you. It's a fantasy-based first-person shooter. You get some really cool weaponry. There's ice maces and there's lightning hands and there's bow and arrows and fists and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of different types of stuff. There's places to go. There's there's maps. There's all sorts of things to get in to discover, and there's different ways to kill people, which is a lot of fun. And look at that stuff. He's sitting there like Darth Vader. He just squeezed a bunch of people's heads in half.
Yeah.
And this is a blast, and this is a great Atari game from last year.
Yeah, Atari published it, and thank God for that. But I've been on Twitter every day asking these guys in different unique ways, asking Apogee to release this on the VCS. And I'm guaranteeing that Apogee will never release it on the VCS by just getting on their nerves about it. But it looks so good. I wish we had it on that console.
Yeah, it would be cool to have it on the VCS. And then last but not least is a little bit of a controversial pick, I guess, because this left a funky flavor in a lot of people's mouths. But I appreciate it. This is what I like video game companies to do, is take a chance at the high school dance with a Missy who is ready to play. And this is what they did with Missile Command. So Missile Command, they let some yucks over at 13 a.m. Mighty Elf Studios take control of Missile Command, which is a fantastic game on its own. But this is more of a turn-based strategy game with a pretty in-depth, Cold War, funky kind of Stranger Things vibe, or maybe what's that Star Wars show? Is it the Skeleton Crew? Bunch of kids go into a military bunker, and they start fooling around with stuff they shouldn't fool around with, and they don't know if they're playing a game or if they're actually starting World War III. And again,
okay.
what?
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, keep going.
What the hell? Was I just confusing?
No.
Okay.
I'll just mute my mic.
Okay. No, I just didn't know. You mean a Skeleton Crew reference, or?
Yeah.
Like it's like Stranger Things,
right?
Star Wars Stranger Things thing.
That thing. Yeah.
That thing. Right, those gimmicks, television shows, not games.
Right.
So anyway, I think this game is unique. There's puzzles and stuff like you can see here, and not everybody's cup of tea. But I dug it, and I thought it was worthy of a nominee for Best Game of the Year.
Like you said, it's great to see Missile Command still taking chances with it and trying to make it relevant and just doing something with it. I think the worst thing possible is just letting these things, fall to the wayside and be forgotten. And that's something we can all agree that we don't want. So while I haven't tried that one yet,
you call yourself an Atarian.
I know. I'm yeah.
All right, let's award this bad boy. So
all right.
Adventure of Samsara, iRobot, Wizardrum, and Missile Command Delta. The winner of Best Modern Atari Game of 2025 is Adventure of Samsara, baby. And with us, we have our brother in Christ down there. Where's this cat located? Brazil?
Yeah. I'm near São Paulo here.
Look, a fellow bass player too. So he's a brother in funk. And brother, I just want to say, what a cool game, and tell us a little bit about how this came to be and how Atari got a hold of it.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I want to thank all the team, because this was only possible because of the amazing team we have and because of Atari came in. Because this game, we started creating this. Our art director, Guilherme Gaspar, he had the idea almost 10 years ago, but there was a Kickstarter that was not successfully funded, and he was another company, and then I kind of merged the company with him because I had a big company for 20 years in Brazil. So I said, "Oh, hey guy, come with me. You have a good title, I can sell it." So we got together with Atari and we made that real. And for us, it's the biggest project I worked so far, and it's an honor for me to be here, receiving an award about this.
Well, we enjoyed the game, and I got to tell you, just being honest, I'm always honest with people. The game started off, and it left a weird, funky flavor in my mouth, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. But eventually, when it started to progress, and once I kind of stuck with it, I started to become more and more impressed with how the game was developing, and it became more and more like an obsession. I have a hard time with me, since I'm so old and I do so much. I have a hard time finishing games, and so this game compelled me to complete it, which is rare.
That's great to hear.
And I think the ramp up was awesome, and I think there was enough sneaky stuff and secrets, and again, we are just so appreciative that you release it on the VCS. I know a lot of people choose not to do that because one reason or another, but as an Atarian who has a VCS and loves Atari games on the Atari VCS, it was really cool that you had that on there. Talk about, if you don't care, and congratulations again, you really deserve it. But talk about a little bit the integrating the old school 1978 adventure game into this. What was that like?
Yeah, that was quite of a challenge. But we had a lot of reference to Atari already, because the concept, the gameplay of this, we drink a lot of old games. We looked a lot for Flashback, Prince of Persia, and we had a few references, so it was already over there. But as a matter of fact, there was some kind of struggle between a lot of stakeholders to see like what is adventure. Like that was a huge discussion at some point. Like some people were like more like moving towards the thing of having a living world, like that's that has some behavior of its own, and some people would like think about like the Calice and the dragons, like so there was some disputes even among like people from Atari that was speaking with us. So it was good to be amidst those guys, those veterans of the industry, like discussing like what really is adventure.
Well, I thought, you didn't change the gameplay that much. It was most of the adventure stuff was kind of added, but I thought it was so creative that you had kind of Rendell the Red and whatever the heck the green one's called. He kind of pops up, and when he does, it's random-ish, and it's kind of like this, oh my gosh, you're making this one particular board extremely hard. And what I thought was cool, what do you think, John, is that sometimes the dragons would show up on boards that they were easier to deal with than others, and then sometimes they would show up and you're like, there's no way I can even reach this cat before he cleans my clock. What did you think about that, John?
Oh yeah, the dragons were excellent. I mean, it took me a while to beat my first dragon in that game. I think I had encountered it probably half a dozen times, and by the time I finally had a victory against my first dragon, it felt very earned, and so does a lot of the early combat. I mean, it's a very immersive game. It's a game that took me a little while to completely master.
I think that's a good point, John. This game does reward you for sticking with it, and you do become a badass by the end. And then you're just kind of walking through, just killing everybody with 10 different attacks. In the beginning, you're sitting there fighting a zombie, and you're like, am I going to die to this stupid mob? And at the end, you're kind of like doing John Wick stuff and killing everybody in the room pretty easily. I like when a game kind of has an immatriation like that. Well, absolutely. Marcelo, congratulations. We won't keep you up too much longer, but is there anything else you'd like to say about that or any other project coming up?
Yeah, like we are still doing patches for Adventure of Samsara. As a matter of fact, I know of a few bugs in VCS that we are trying to solve right now, like some cutscenes that doesn't play right in
awesome.
VCS.
Right.
We are aware of that. We are working on that. Like about the dragons, it was important for you not to be able easily to beat them on first try, because there is some logics on their movement, and I'm still waiting to see if people realize what's happening, like with the movements of the dragons in the game. That there is some logic beneath, like where they appear all over the map. So
okay,
and there is someone that was talking about like a sequel, like.
Yeah.
In Elix Games, we have a plan for like 10 games for this franchise. We just have to convince Atari of that. So
okay. Well, there you go. So we can do our part by letting Atari know we won it.
It's a great game, man. Congratulations, and keep up the good work. And we're sorry we kept you up so late on a school night.
Thanks for coming on. Yep.
Oh,
fantastic.
Man.
What a cool guy.
What a cool guy. What a good game. And I just realized something, brother.
Yeah.
America's getting their ass kicked right now.
In the awards.
Well, Brazil just won one, and then England just won one, and the only one we got is the damn Laminated Sheet Award.
Hey, that was an important award. That's the award of the night. Actually, we could end the stream.
Yeah.
No, but
all right, which one? And that's a great game. If you haven't played Adventure Samsara, my God, and all the games. And somebody is kind of busting my balls about Breakout Beyond. I enjoyed Breakout Beyond pretty well. I like Breakout Reach. It's going to be mentioned later in the show too. But I like
we have a whole dance number around Breakout and all the sequels and games.
That's right. Half an intermission, me and John will start dancing around the bricks. All right, you want to do this? What we originally had as the second award?
Actually, I have. If you look in the chat there, the private chat, we're moving on to our first Atarians Choice Award.
Okay,
that would be the. If you don't mind me introducing it while you look here, we're going to do Atarians Choice. Of course, is the first ever set of categories where you guys got to decide the winners. We had polls up on the YouTube channel. You could choose between 4 nominees that myself and Vinny and our sponsor 9-Bit Robot had kind of collaborated on and discussed on. Of course, it was more me and Vinny, and in that case, it was more me deciding. But we're excited to have these categories, and the first one we want to hit is Atarian's Choice 2600 game of 2025. Vinny.
All right. Well, this is like you said, this is a game. This is an award that was actually voted on by your fans, and you do have a good subscriber base, and you had hundreds and hundreds of votes. So this isn't something like somebody won 8-6 or something. This is a lot of people chimed in. So whoever wins these awards, hundreds and hundreds of people chimed in. So feel good about it. So first off, this again, Atarian's Choice 2600 game of the year. The Atari 2600 being the flagship console of all things Atari. Let's just jump out of the gate. Audacity Games comes in hot and heavy with Poseidon's Gate. And this is a game that comes kind of on the heels of Casey's Gold and Alien Abduction and stuff like that.
I apologize. It might get a little loud. I got to upload this real fast. I apologize. But go ahead, Vinny. I'm sorry.
But Poseidon's Gate's an underwater...
my ears. All right, go ahead.
It's a Poseidon Adventures is got a huge sprite situation going on, and this is an underwater adventure, and I don't like being underwater and subs, so this is kind of something that kind of freaks me out. But this is a game that this was a game that was huge in scope, and it's different than almost anything I've ever seen or played before.
It's really graphically impressive. I mean, the large sprite, not only that, but you can, I mean, it looks like a diver. It animates well as it's jumping across the floor there, the seabed floor. I especially like climbing up and down the chains and the later parts of the game. It's a large game, much larger than I anticipated. And there's a lot more to it than I initially anticipated. So it's a fantastic 2600 game, and it just goes to show everything that can be done on the 2600 potentially with the right people working on the game. And
this is David Crane and the crew over there, and the people know him from like Pitfall, and he's one of the godfathers of the 2600 programming universe. All right, next on the list, Tober's Nightmare from Mick Muse. Mick Muse sounds like he should be a rapper, but I'm unfamiliar with this one. So you're going to have to, as you're loading up this YouTube, but you're going to have to talk about what Tober's Nightmare is, because I'm not too familiar with what this one is.
Yeah, Vinny's a 7800 guy, not a...
Well, I know the other games on this list. I've never heard of this one. Yeah.
Okay, so let me, as I think I have the video file right here, but if not, we'll go on. So Tober's Nightmare is kind of a sort of Halloween themed game. Think more along the lines of Haunted House rather than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game or anything like that. Vinny, let me bring up this video because for some reason it's not loading. Talks amongst yourselves.
Oh, well, so the Atari 2600. Let's play a game. Let's play an anagram game. How many words can you spell with Atari 2600? Art, 260. That's a good one.
You're so good at
26. All right.
We'll just do this. We'll bring it up on somebody's YouTube channel. So thank you to something arcade. But yeah, basically you're grabbing the pumpkins, you're throwing them at the zombies and stuff, but it's just a lot of fun. It's a fun arcade style game. It's my favorite theming of all time is always Halloween, sort of haunted house type stuff. Everything about it.
Look at this guy watering the plants here so you get more pumpkins.
Everything about it screams the kind of fall season. And you don't fight just zombies. There's a variety of your favorite spooky enemies. I think there's ghosts and witches and whatnot. So overall, it's a lot of fun. I was kind of expecting what I had only played the demo to this point. This is another one that had actually shipped, so that's why we left it up to the Atarians and the Atarian Choice Awards. But in the demo, like I said, there was a lot of enemy variety and things got faster and more challenging. So
is this a game that was created by the NRA? Because wouldn't it just be easier to go get a shotgun?
No. So this is what I do when my house is under attack because
in Toledo.
In Toledo, I plant pumpkins and then I immediately go to town on the trees.
I don't know if that's the most. I don't
know.
It
is.
It is. Okay, that's the best way to go. Okay,
that's the only way to go
to defend your home.
No, but it's a fun game. It's a lot of fun.
Now, this game is striking in the way that it looks, and anybody who loves Wii Sports may get a kick out of this one. Edward Smith and Kevin Mosley, the tag team champions of the Western States Heritage Champion Tag Team Championships of the AWA and NWA, combined to make Strike Zone, which was released on the Atari VCS as well. Am I wrong about that? Or
no, you are completely right. It's actually been on the VCS for quite a while, and it was just made available on Atari Age. And again, I apologize if it gets loud because I'm uploading this as we speak. But yeah, this is Strike Zone, and this is the holiday theme. So on the VCS, at least, they put out a patch every holiday season for Halloween themed characters and Christmas themed characters and stuff.
I heard this game is awesome.
Oh, it's an incredible game. I mean, I'm sure if you're.
Whoops.
Yeah. This is me playing,
looks,
by the way.
Oh, is it? Yeah, that's what I look like when I play for real.
Look at that.
Gee whiz.
No, but it's a fantastic game. Again, fantastic graphics on here. Think of bowling. Do you remember bowling on the 2600?
I love that's a great game. It's a great game.
Fantastic game.
Especially from the Game Station Arcade Go, you just kind of pick it up and it's a quick thing. Like if you're waiting for your wife to, she's at her 15th thrift shop on a Saturday and you just want to play a little bowling. Yeah, it's similar to that, huh?
Yeah, no, not at all. But it's I'm just saying, think of when you were playing bowling, or if you played bowling back in the day, or even today. If you had this instead, how just incredible this game would have been comparatively.
Well, yeah,
which obviously is. Well, yeah, bowling was fantastic. I'm just saying, bowling games are great, especially on the Atari.
Yeah, I remember I did a bunch of, we played Wii Sports bowling so much, and I thought maybe I'm good at bowling now. And then when I went into the bowling alley, it was like the first shot there, I just went right in the gutter, and I was like, I'm still no good.
All right.
It looks cool. Reminds me of Big Lebowski, which is always a plus. Oh, got a strike. There you go.
See?
Look at that.
Oh, look
graphics. Look at that. Graphics style graphics. All right. And our final nominee in this category for Atarian's Choice 2600 Game of the Year is a game that I played the original. I thought the original was really effective with, the graphics aren't great. Of course, none of the 2600 graphics are great in a lot of ways, but they did a great job of kind of this Cold War vibe, this nowhere vibe. And I really dug Spies in the Night. And last year they released the sequel, Spies in the Night 2. Jared Gray West, the man with three names, sounds like his own personal law firm. But he released this, and let's take a gander at this guy once you get it up. Another Cold War spy versus spy, black and white, nowhere. Running out of adjectives, waiting for video.
You're so good at stretching this out for me, Vinny.
The video.
Why won't this work? I apologize.
Is it Toledo? Are you still under snow up there? Is it like 16?
Yeah. I blame the weather myself.
All the trophies that were supposed to go. These guys got attacked by a mob of Yetis on the Interstate 75.
Also share the.
So I have puppets here. Can we do this? I got like my sailor. He's like, this is the guy. Oh, look at this guy.
Is it on there? Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Ouch.
So there we go. Yep, Spies in the Night 2. So again, just a fantastic game. It's unique control elements, a lot of fun. Again, if you played the first one, I think they've done a fantastic job with.
Well, there's a lot of different gameplay elements. Like the first one, you're just trying to avoid a Gatling gun from the most part, or a Tommy gun for most of it, right? And this one looks like there's a lot of different attributes and gameplay elements. Is that correct?
Yep, and I had to pull this off of YouTube, so thank you to whoever's using the Mr. FPGA to.
Nobody cares about him.
Okay.
That guy's not getting an award. So here we go. Right. Here's one of these things where the gun's going around, and you got to like, whoop, shrink. Now is that a man in a trench coat, or is that like three small children in a trench coat?
Well, it's one guy on top of another guy's shoulders.
That's what I thought, and he can shrink down.
Yep. Oh, that's how he gets so short.
That was pretty good. So that's a great game too. All right. So the winner of the Atari's Choice 2600 game of 2025, the human race is still alive. We're going to give this was picked by the viewers and the lovers and the babies and the baby mamas and the baby mamas that subscribed and vote in the Atari Network polls. It goes to David Crane and the gang over at Audacity. Poseidon's Gate. Put your hands together for the man himself, David Crane.
Hey, David. Thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the releases of Audacity's games tremendously. I think Casey Gold is just unreal, and again, you guys followed up with Poseidon's Gate, which is another different flavor. Tell us about the game, and congratulations, my man.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, any award given by the fans is the one we covet most. This is not easy to do this stuff. It's hard to make these games, and it's even harder on the 2600, as you're well aware.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'd love to hear from fans that they enjoy our work. Poseidon's Gate was several years in the making. When we founded Activision, we created the company to try to capture that feeling you had opening up an Atari 2600 video game under the Christmas tree in 1982. So besides making games as good as we possibly can make them, we tried to capture everything else: the beautiful four-color box, the manual, the label, everything that makes a physical collectible game, rather than what we'd get on the iPhone these days, which is digital downloads that will no longer work as soon as you update your OS. So anyway, that's been our philosophy, and we put a lot of effort into these. Like you said, this is our fourth release. We had, Casey's Gold came out in the middle of last year, and Poseidon's near the end of last year. What else can I say? We work really hard on it. The entire crew contributes in whatever way they can. It used to be in the good old days with Activision, we had 200 people in the company doing lots of other stuff, including making the boxes and the manuals and the labels and doing the marketing and websites and all that kind of stuff. Well, we don't have that 200 people around us anymore, so we're working really hard to make this happen. We have at least 6 or 8 dedicated testers who, about 2/3 of the way through the game, we bring them in for sure. And they're primarily looking for bugs, but they also help us with feedback. If the game is not deep enough, if the game was too hard in one section, they let us know. So it's a collaborative effort from that standpoint. Sorry about that. Again, we appreciate hearing from the fans that they enjoy our work.
Well, as an old school Atarian, I just got to say what you guys did with Activision, you could tell Atari was doing some cool stuff. But when Activision broke off, it just seemed like the quality of what you guys did over at Activision was amazing repeatedly. And as a fan of the Atari, just thank you for the hard work and to keep our favorite system alive. And me and John and all these knuckleheads in the comment sections, we still love Atari, and you are a legend. You know, you're up there with Nolan Bushnell or anybody else you want to talk about as far as keeping the brand alive, relevant, cool to even talk about today. I'm wearing a T-shirt I paid $25 for, and a lot of it has to do with the work that you guys did with Activision, the work you did with Atari. And I just want to say thank you. And this is, if I have something to do with presenting you an award, it's a moment for me, because I think you guys deserve all the praise.
I appreciate that. I mean, you know, Atari was notorious back in the day for not crediting the people who made the games.
Yep.
And that was one of the primary reasons we left Activision and left Atari and founded Activision. Really to recognize the game creator as an author. We weren't just nameless engineers in the back lab, as Atari would back then wanted people to believe. But once you do that, now you're putting your name on a game. You do work a lot harder. I mean, I worked really hard at Atari, but we made sure that everything was bulletproof and dealt with every detail. We used to say that we spent 90% of the time on the last 10% of the game just to get it tweaked perfectly.
Right on.
So, and then I also tried to make the imagery really good. Vinny, you earlier said that Atari 2600 doesn't have good imagery, good graphics. I beg to differ. You know, we can make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, compared to something like, something like that's released on the Xbox or something nowadays. But I mean, the thing about the 2600 that's interesting today is what guys can do with the limited hardware. And I think that's a puzzle that is, if you can make two dots move at the same time on a 2600, it's pretty remarkable. And when you these guys come up with these games that take 30 minutes to beat. I mean, you can buy on Etsy posters of Pitfall and how to beat Pitfall. And, it's like you can hang this on your wall. It was for back in the day, it was amazing what you cats could squeeze out of those games and create big worlds with such limited resources. It's amazing.
And even today, still pushing it further is just absolutely incredible. Rescue from Poseidon's Gate looks amazing. I mean, I agree with you that those games look fantastic, especially the games that you've worked on and the crew over there at Audacity. So we're happy to send you out the certificate. Your trophy will be in the mail, sir. We are so happy to acknowledge you. We're so happy that the fans are just pouring out in the chat for you. Fathers with their children earning badges all over again like they did, and people expressing their love and appreciation. And you do mean a whole lot to the community, and we're so happy to have you on.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, we try to make appearances in retro gaming shows when we can. And it's wonderful that, like you mentioned, fathers will bring their kids, and the kids pick up the joystick and start playing it. And, we know that the father is bringing up that kid right.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Now, Ramirez just said in the chat that you signed a copy of Venetian Blinds. Was Venetian Blinds really released on cart? I didn't know that.
No, Venetian Blinds, I don't know how it ever got out of the lab. Somebody must have gotten a hold of the computer disk or something. It was awesome. A gag. I'd done a number of gags. Right before I released Freeway, I created a version with the little man that got squished into a splotch of blood, which is called Bloody Human Freeway. And I never meant that to get out either, but somebody has found it, made cartridges. And so, yeah.
Oh my.
One of these retro game shows, somebody brought Venetian Blinds, and I'm happy to sign it.
That's awesome.
And then I guess a longtime viewer of the channel, Jeremiah Thomas, really wants me to ask you this, so I will ask it for him. David Crane, whose idea was it to put the Sea Bomber part in Canyon Bomber, and why did they not call it Destroyer? Do you have any comment on that particular?
Well, that's a pretty obscure question.
He's an obscure guy, yeah.
One of the titles I did at Atari was Canyon Bomber. And it basically combined two of Atari's arcade games in one. Canyon Bomber and what they call Depth Charge. I'm not sure where the Destroyer name came from. Maybe it was a different branding. But you see, one of our tasks at Atari was Atari made the Atari 2600 so that they could sell home versions of their arcade hits.
Mm-hmm.
That was their primary reason. And they designed the hardware so that it could play Tank and Pong. And they figured if that's it, then fine, we've got home versions of 2 of our arcade games. And of course, now there have been hundreds and hundreds of Atari games made by people like myself figuring out the weird ways to make the hardware jump through hoops. So I was tasked with doing arcade games from Atari, 2600 versions. And I managed to put both Canyon Bomber and Depth Charge, 2 of Atari's $3,000 arcade games, into one 2K byte 2600 game.
Oh, wow.
Why they chose not to market that it also had Depth Charge in it, I don't know. But, it started at Canyon Bomber, and for all I know, people who wrote the manual never even, got out to those later levels.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, we'd love to have you on and just keep talking all night. We'd love to have you back on in the future here, David. And again, the fans absolutely love your game. They voted for it. We enjoy your games. We appreciate everything you've done. And thank you so much for coming on and accepting the award.
I appreciate it. Again, thanks to all the fans for remembering us. We do it for the fans.
They love you, man. This looks like the New York Stock Exchange right now with the comments. People saying they love the patches. They love you guys. So keep up the great work, man. You're awesome. Thank you for being on.
Thank you, David.
All righty.
David Crane, everybody. Fantastic opportunity to have him on the show, Vinny.
All right,
the award show.
He's an American, right?
I believe so.
So
we'll count that. We claim him.
We claim. So we're back in first. USA's back in first.
We're back in first.
Yeah. So, all right, my man. What do you want to do? You want to do the other, the nefarious thing, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we might as well go back to what would have been
second award. Okay.
Yep.
All right, guys. Hope you're enjoying the show. We're over halfway done. I think we're getting close. Getting close to the end here. We still have some prizes for you. We thought you guys would enjoy David Crane, and appreciate everybody staying up so late.
Absolutely, on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday. Why did we pick this? Was it because
I don't know?
This was weird.
Yeah. Why did we pick Wednesday?
Oh, by the way, we're being sponsored by 9-Bit Robot. Do you want to say anything about that?
9-Bit Robot is an incredible new indie publisher of Atari 2600, 7800 games and more. 9-Bit Robot is going to be a big part of the community. They have just opened up their website at 9bitrobot.com. I suggest heading over there, just getting it bookmarked, sign up for the newsletter. We got privy to some inside info that we can't share, but I can say this exciting stuff is coming. So
they have a game coming out.
That's
9-bit robot that will melt your minds. You will not believe, because I got to play the game and John did not.
Nope, I didn't. But Vinny gets.
I got to play it, and it's the best game since Fortnite.
Yeah,
I don't know if I don't know, but your minds will bleed. And but do you want to say who they are or where they came from, or you were leaving that out? Or
okay. 9-Bit Robot is more or less an extension of our good friends over at
Opcode.
Yeah. And again, they're partnering with some awesome people to bring out some brand new stuff. So Ed and I believe it's Grazi, thank you guys so much for providing the trophies, the everything, funding basically the show. You guys rock, and we would appreciate it if you head over and support them and get signed up for everything, because they have information and new stuff coming out that you guys are going to want to be privy to as well. And the best way to do that is to sign up for the newsletter. So,
and also I'm sponsored by theperfectgene.nyc. If you're in your 50s, your 40s, your late 30s, which you probably are if you're an Atarian, and your ass looks terrible in your current jeans, go get you some perfect jeans at the Perfect Gene Company. And I swear to God, they're the best jeans I ever owned. I went to a reggae bar at 3 p.m. on a Sunday in Asheville, North Carolina, a couple weeks ago. I got hit on by the two best looking girls in the audience. That wasn't my wife. So that was pretty awesome. Thanks.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Perfect Gene. Thank you, Perfect Gene Company. All right. So this is the next award is the 2025's biggest stumble or fumble. I don't know. There's a difference between those, but the biggest stumble or fumble related to Atari.
This is a tradition too. We've had this on the last couple of years. And one thing about Atari, if you're an Atari fan, you know that inevitably there's going to be something, right? There's always something, a stumble or something that just kind of
not everything's a solid gold idea.
Right. Yeah. And it seems to happen more to us and our community, but
I'm kind of cynical towards Atari. And so this is one of our awards. We may dump this award because we kind of want, to stay positive and stuff, maybe but sometimes I like holding people's feet to the fire a little bit for fun. So as much as I always think there should be, there should be, you have something up here it's almost like hypergamy in a way where you're like, hey, there's a hierarchy, there's great stuff and there's bad stuff. So people will believe when you say this is great because you recognize when there's things that aren't so great. So
what won last year, Vinny? It was the,
I know you said we just did a buyer's guide and you said the clothes were terrible. I don't remember what one.
Then I bought some.
Yeah. Well, I'm wearing one right now. So, but that was just in December. I don't remember what won last year. We'd have to, one of the fans of the channel would have to tell us, but let's go. Let's go with this year. So real quick, we won't spend a lot of time in this category.
No.
One of the problems that came out with this perfect 2,600 plus line of games is people have been really bothered by the color of the Clyde joystick, which is supposed to be orange. And I live in the state of Tennessee now, and orange is like the official color. And I can tell you, this is a version of the Tennessee Volunteer orange, but it's probably not the Clyde orange or the orange that people love. This is a funky version. It's kind of a high yellow, as we say in urban. I don't know. That looks, if it looks yellow, unless you compare it to Pac-Man's joystick.
Yep, and this is what they advertise. So,
that's not the greatest color in the world. This one hurt me a lot. This is Fatal Run, which was announced all year long. Fatal Run 2089 has not been released. And also, they haven't talked about it in a long
Actually,
time.
Not true, Vinny.
I just found this.
I am calling you out. Where is it? I just found this today as I was looking up stuff. So last month, there was an update from Game Trailers and provided from Atari 2 Game Trailers as an exclusive. So I'll just share this.
Okay. When was so this is new updated stuff?
Yeah, it's just kind of a video to let you know that it's still being worked on. It's like an update from a month ago. Let me get this banner.
Now, this looks fantastic. And again, we're all, look, there's a cool boss looking thing, and we're going 300. It looks like Stun Runner type stuff. This looks well and good. Does this feel like Fatal Run to you, though? This looks more like a racing game to me, or Stun Runner or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're going to have to update Fatal Run, obviously, if you're going to have, the modern graphics and everything. You can't kind of stick to the old school gameplay or anything like that. So they had to do something. I don't know. I mean, Fatal Run was always a post-apocalyptic thing. I could maybe see it more being in the environment, maybe more so than the gameplay.
I mean, it looks cool. I just don't know if this is Fatal Run is my point. This looks like Road Blasters meets Stun Runner or something.
I'll tell you what, if you go through towns and there's people on the side of the road blowing up, or
that's what we want. They want cheerleaders exploding in the tombstones. That's what we want. So anyway, that not being released last year is a poo-poo head. One of the biggest disappointments, I think, was the cheap and underwhelming feeling of the Play Watch, the Atari Play Watches they released. Yep. And they're talking about more watches now. I just don't think the watches are hitting the way. I mean, they're collector's items.
So the thing with the watch, it's fine. I think it looks cool. It has all these different bands with it. It does do like some monitoring type stuff. Basically, if you bought, and I actually did this because we weren't sure if we wanted smartwatches. So me and the wife kind of bought the Chinese knockoff smartwatches for, $19.99 off Amazon. That's kind of what this feels like a little bit. But I think the biggest issue is just no connectivity to your phone or Bluetooth devices at all. So if you want to kind of do more of a fitness tracking sort of thing with it or anything like that, it's just completely locked down. And on top of that, like you said, it doesn't feel like it's the best, but
hey, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Buyer beware. And our last nominee is
the whole situation around this game too, I think.
Shipping problems, glitching problems, confusing why this even exists, high price. I mean, this is another thing, buy it or don't, but this is a hack of Food Fight called Dead Mouse, which is a 40-something-year-old DJ who's very popular, and he's got as soon as this was released, his skin got back on Fortnite. I mean, this guy is a popular dude.
Yeah, it's cool having him on the Pro system, but
yeah, and it's a cool box to have, but it's expensive.
It's just
John's was shipped and it was crushed. It also is glitchy as hell and it doesn't play like it used to. So it glitches out. Yeah, there's some programming issues. So the winner, in parentheses, of the biggest stumble and fumble of 2025, just because we got kind of grouchy about it, we're going to give this one to Dead Mouse.
Yeah, we kind of harped on it a little bit anyway, and at this point, it's kind of a meme on our channel and our discussions backstage. But yeah, in our opinion, and again, getting the box crushed because I was looking forward to having it on the shelf, and then
somebody in the chat keeps talking about Bubsy. I have to agree in a way. I don't give two flips about Bubsy, and they're putting a lot of time in, but that's more, I think, like 2026.
I think, we'll have to wait and see how Bubsy turns out. I don't know how I feel about Bubsy.
I just don't care about Bubsy. I really don't like. I've never been a fan of like Mario and Sonic and stuff like that. I always like different types of games, so I don't care about mascot kind of people either. So anyway. We'll put that in the dust. So we got boop, boop, boop. Oh, so you want to do VCS?
No, we're moving on to number 10, Vinny.
Okay, let's go to number 10. Let's do this thing here. Well, I understand why. So the 10th award is now like the 6th award or something. So this is the Atari person or entity, because we know big words now, of the year.
What's an entity? It's a ghost, right?
It's like a spirit that lives in a sofa. It takes it touches your butt, your wife's butt. It grabs your change out of your wallet.
Oh, I think that's where my money goes. Okay.
It's like a god, but an entity could be like a brand or a company or a person. So this is Atari Person of the Year of 2025. The entire year, John.
Can you believe it?
The whole year.
One person or entity.
So we have quite the list of people that we came up with to give this to. We would like to start off with Kraz. Now, if you don't know who Kraz is,
Kraz Productions.
Kraz Productions, I guess, is what we're really giving this to. This is an interesting cat. He lives in North Carolina. He's a filmmaker, but he also is publishing a lot of games for the Atari VCS. The Atari VCS has kind of been abandoned-ish by Atari, and it's being kept alive by the independent publishers that keep releasing games on it, and whatever companies want to release games on it. But Kraz is a prolific publisher of the Atari VCS. He's been creating large-scale projects with Atari in mind. So some of the games aren't great, and some of the games are great. But the fact is, there's still games for you to buy on the Atari VCS, and Kraz Productions is a huge reason why.
Yeah, I agree. He makes the VCS feel alive. I mean, there's a lot of waves of releases that are just two games that Kraz has been involved with, and we one thing we don't want to see stop happening with the VCS is games stop coming out on a regular basis. We want new stuff coming out. We want 2600 ports and 7800 ports and new stuff and indie stuff and Atari stuff. And Kraz is providing that in a lot of those categories to us, and we appreciate that.
Next nominee for Atari Person or Entity of the Year is Page Homebrew, which we joke with them sometimes on our podcast. We kind of poke fun of them being Canadians and being there's cats knocking stuff all over the place, and they got a girl on the podcast too. But we've always respected Page Homebrew for the amount of work that he and his wife and his gang of rapscallions, they always come on, and what they do, he does a lot of things. He makes games, and he does a podcast where he showcases a lot of the homebrew developers and the homebrew games, which is really cool. But really, he maintains a lot of the resources in the community for homebrew products. And the guy was going to retire this year, and there was a feeling with all of us that was like, who's going to pick up the mantle of all the work that he did? And then whatever happened, and now he's like, hey, I'm back. So and everybody was like, woo, well, now things won't change. And you kind of felt like, wow, this guy and these friends of his, they were really doing a lot for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a scare, and yeah, you're right. A lot of us were wondering, well, who's going to keep up these, spreadsheets and lists and just resources that not only us content creators use and depend on, but a lot of, just people in the community that want to learn and play and know more about Atari. And of course, having a space for homebrew developers and just developers in general to come on and show their stuff and not be, have everything judged and nitpicked and reviewed kind of like we do. It's more of I do, I guess. It's more of a safe space.
Well, that's a great point. We're more jerky, and they're more Canadian. They're Canadian. They're Canadian.
Very friendly.
Yeah. All right. Next on the list is Boris K. Now, if you don't know who Boris K is, he's been running and maintaining the Jaguar Game Jam, which you just released a video on your channel. I think it's a great video of the hellscape nightmare that is the Jaguar homebrew scene. And this guy, I think, is trying to rope in the quality assurance of the weird landscape that is the Jaguar homebrew scene. And he's also published books on the Atari Jaguar. So this guy is still fist fighting today.
Yeah, the Jag Jam has been fantastic, and there's opportunities to win a little bit of money. Get your game published on Songbird Productions, which is a fantastic website. If you're into Jaguar links, you know who Songbird is, or I should say, if you're into the homebrew scene and the new stuff coming out. And Boris has kind of facilitated that and brought some interest back into the Jaguar through the Jag Jam the last 2 years. And games like Project Follow Through and Shapeshooter 2000 have kind of spawned from that Jag Jam, and it's been fantastic. Quality games coming out, and having a game jam like that really helps to get the word out on the console and get people interested.
All right, and finally, Ed Mello, another non-American. We're getting overran, brother. He's given a lot of homebrew Atari developers an opportunity over at Opcode and now soon to be 9-Bit Robot, the opportunity to release homebrew games in a more timely fashion without the issues that Atari Age has, which is basically Atari is not wanting to be conflated with licensed product. So he is showcasing a lot of the games with his releases. He's mainly known as a ColecoVision and television, but he's more and more getting over to the Atari side of things, and he's providing a place where a lot of these games can be played on cart.
Yep, and that's the big thing. I think it's important to have a lot of people involved into this scene as the 7800 scene grows, the whole Atari scene, the whole retro scene. Having another company out there, another resource, another place for developers to take their games, get them out. Because again, we love Atari Age. Atari Age is out there. Video 61's out there, but these places can only release so many games at a time. It's a lot. There's a lot more out than ever before.
Competition is great. And
having competition.
So if you're a libertarian or a capitalist or whatever, their whole philosophy is like the more competition there is, the better prices will be and the better output there will be. Atari's library, like we just had David Crane on, got better because Activision came out and started kicking Atari's own butt with some really good games, and Atari had to step up their game and to keep up with the disgruntled Activision dudes. So it's good to have Opcode, 9-Bit Robot, Video 61, Good Deal Games, Songbird, all these places.
Champ Games.
Champ, of course, and anybody in Kraz and whoever else puts out games, and of course Atari Age and Atari. And it's good to have all those on board. So the winner may surprise our fans. The winner, we want to say Atari Person or Entity of the Year, is James, Tanya, Darcy, and Arlen of Zero Page Homebrew. And congratulations. And here they are. Oh my God, look at all these beautiful
people. Oh man, it got busy.
There's our buddies.
Hey.
Smells awfully Canadian in here all of a sudden.
Yeah. Does this count as 4? Is that how it works? I think this counts as 4.
This is 4, yeah.
Oh my God!
6 if you count the cats.
Oh, we've got two Canadian cats as well.
We're getting
David Crane, how many pets do you have? Count them.
Just 2.
Wow, stiff competition. Oh my God, I can't. I those other people that you listed off, way more deserving. But I can't believe you picked us.
I can't either, and I want to talk to John off air. Like, what were we thinking the night that we came up? No, I'm sure you don't even know who we are, but we always kind of used to joke with you guys, and we used to say a lot of stuff. And I was a professional wrestler for years, and I always told John when we started this, we want to have some sort of like contention, just to make things interesting. So we always just kind of get Zero Page, those guys with the cats, and they got a girl in the thing, what in the world. But I've always respected what you did, because I respect anybody that puts time into this hobby, and also giving homebrew people. You guys did a good job of like making these people quasi celebrities. We now know what Revan Tully looks like. We now know what Muddy Funster looks like. We know what Bob looks like. And it was a good way to get them. And I remember interviewing Bob in the beginning. It was always great to like, he was so like almost like a little kid. He was like, I can't believe I'm being shown on TV or whatever. And it's like, but it's like, you guys deserve it, man. You've kept this, they kept Atari alive for 20 something years. And you guys have been not only a part of the programming community a little bit, but you've been a huge conduit of getting people to know and see the games and also the developers behind. And I think when you announced that you were leaving, we just said this, I think everybody was like, oh no, that's bad. And then when you said, okay, well, we're coming back, I think everybody was like, okay, cool. Things can there's the second rule in show business is to come back, you got to go away. And I think when you did that, everybody was like, "Oh, I'm glad he's back." So congratulations on what you've done.
Wow, thank you so much. And I'm glad you mentioned the thing about seeing the developers and showing the developers on the internet. And I always, made the show to uplift the homebrew community and treat them like the superstars they deserve to be treated like. They make games today that just blow away any game back in the day that was put out. And I don't know why they're not more celebrated and these games are not more widely known. Like you go on, any social media and they'll talk about ET all day long, but there's like, and how Pac-Man 2600 is terrible. But, you bring up a homebrew and it's like a couple of comments here and there. It's like, what is going on? This doesn't make any sense. So I that's why I started the show 8 years ago to showcase all these amazing developers that are putting in their time and effort for next to no money. There's no money in homebrew, but these people are still doing it anyway for the love of the systems. And, that's why all of us are doing it as well, because we just love playing these games by these amazing developers. And let me get my thanks out of the way right now. So thank you to Tanya and Erilyn and Darcy and the two cats, Atari and Sid. And of course, all of our viewers who watch and support the show. And again, the developers who make all these incredible games, hundreds of new games a year for all these platforms.
Amazing.
And of course, the amazing community that is able to support shows like yours and shows like ours to make this all worthwhile and let us play these incredible games.
Well said. That's why you're the man. You're very good at that. So, for people watching and they may not familiar, tell us what everybody does around you. You're kind of the main the guy, but you do have some help. So, who are these folks and what do they do for you?
Well, I like to make it as easy on these guys, on Erilyn and Darcy and Tanya, as possible. So they come in the studio ready to stream, and they don't even know what games we're playing, actually. So I just, they sit down, they're like, I don't know, let's play some games. So, but without them, I don't know if you've ever seen a show where it's just me and and they're sick, and it's a tragedy. It's terrible.
Hey,
I need these guys.
Let me tell you this. I was sick one time. We were doing the Atari Network podcast every 2 weeks for over a year and a half. I was sick once. John said, screw it. I'm never doing this podcast again. I was sick one time. And I was like, what? And so we started picking it up. But I understand. You have to have somebody to play off or it's miserable.
Exactly.
Erilyn and I each have basically different jobs. Erilyn's job is to say interesting things and to talk to the people and to be charming and communicate with them and say, be sensible. And my job is, basically on the internet, if you have a game and you want to learn how to play that game and how to do it well, there's a lot of people, and they'll put a ton of effort into teaching you how to play this game, how to win, how to get through all the different levels and succeed and get maximum scores and compete and all this stuff. But there just aren't a lot of people out there that are willing to show you how to fail at the game. What not to do. Don't run into these yellow bits and don't fall off this cliff. And that's what I'm there for. I'm filling a role that there's just not a lot of people out there doing it. And I'm throwing myself in that grenade. So
thank you for your sacrifice.
Fantastic work.
And Erilyn's from a different generation of gaming. I love his perspective. Talk a little bit about that, Erilyn. I threw you into this era that you know nothing about.
Yeah, me and James met working on a movie, and he was like, hey, I'm doing this show. And I was like, I was interested in streaming and Twitch and what's going on in this world. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to do this. And I just kind of showed up every week to hang out with my friend and play video games. And I think we realized that was the key to the whole thing, was just to hang out. And it feels so normal to me, I forget. And it's such a small little world that I just kind of step into it, and it feels like my friends, and nobody really knows that I even do this thing. I talk, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, there's people making games for Atari, and they're like, what's Atari? That's from, which I'm sorry to tell you boys. But what's interesting is that I got into this whole world. I've always been a gamer, and just the whole world opened up to me of this beautiful thing that's going on. And then the addictive part of it is we'll be playing a game, and it'll be the guy who made this is on chat, and I'm telling him something, and I'll update the game now, and I see the guy, I'm like, we just sort of bullshitted on streams now, part of it. So it's so cool, the direct communication with everyone. But it's really also a testament to James's perseverance. It is, anyone who knows content creation is such a marathon. It's just to do this every week, and not just one show, to do all of the stuff, and then, as you said, all the background work of on
the
Atari
the lists and stuff,
all that stuff. But yeah, it's just like it's easy for me. But I also think the magic is I don't know what's going on, so I get to just be the guy that's like who's just here experiencing this stuff for the first time. And it's like even the show, I'm like, what's going on with this? What's going on here with this funk master? Like what the hell is happening? What is this?
That makes sense
and
now.
Of course, I dragged Tanya into it.
Well,
she didn't appear on the early episodes, but
I was gonna say if there's any descriptor for me, it was reluctant. it was just oh, I'm doing this show. Well, I need someone to talk to. So every Tuesday you're gonna be on, and I was like, okay, what do I have to do? But I feel like especially during the COVID years.
Yes.
I really I enjoyed doing it beforehand, but then it really created a sense of community for me around the Twitch show. And I really started to love doing it and really appreciating those games. But if I bring anything, it's like if there is a bug, I will find it. I will walk into that wall. I'll get Yamo on the moon. I will get if something can break, I will break it. So
and of course the cats deserve some praise as well. They keep us company during the show.
Yeah, 2 little guys here.
You guys are adorable.
There you go.
Well, and not the show is one thing, but also your cataloging of all the homebrews and the works in progress, and that is probably even more.
It's an undertaking.
I know, and like I run the Atari 7800forever.com website. I update it twice a month, and there's times where I'm like, God, this is a lot. I'm only doing it a little bit, and it's like, I can't imagine what that is. That is an undertaking, and we appreciate it. And, I think everybody in the community appreciates you guys. And I got into this the same thing. I wanted to showcase the developers. I thought the homebrew scene was awesome. I thought, like people have said in the chat, people are still talking about E.T. and Pac-Man years later. It's like, have you played a Night Guy game? Have you played a game that Bob De Crescenzo's done? Do you know who Ken Siders is? And then when and then it's like we're trying to like keep Kurt Vendel's dream alive too with all this, and I think you're as much part of this community as anybody else, and you are an important part, and in some ways you may be more important than a lot of people, because outside of Atari Age was Atari for so many years, and you're kind of a major important outside of that realm a little bit, and I think it's good for all of the retro content creators that we're all now. There's different flavors of us. There's different types of us. There's Canadians with cats, and there's funk masters, people from Toledo over here with the freaking. He works at the poop factory all day, and then he comes home and does Atari stuff. So I mean, it's good that we're all
diversity.
It's a rising tide lifts all boats. So and I think that's what. The more of us that are out there, the better. And it all goes back to the games. It goes back to these new developers. It's to what has happened with Atari. And I think we're all just here being the harbinger of this retro vibe happening. And congratulations, guys. You guys do a great job. And a lot of hard work.
Thank you so much. And you mentioned the lists that I maintain. It's so funny because they're just a side thing, because I need to keep track of what games are coming out for the awards. Like you're doing your awards, and ours are coming up next month. And that's the only reason I do those lists. And I just happen to need to I just made them public. That's all. And so it's funny that they're so relied upon and important, and they're a great record of everything that is coming out in the scene. And it's always impressive at the end of the year looking at this year, 2025, 550 games across all the Atari platforms. And it's just absolutely incredible.
Well, I'm an independent filmmaker. I make horror comedies. I'm a pro wrestler. I was a musician for years. There's all sorts of crap I do. But it's important. It's so important to have somebody go, this guy's doing this thing, because it's so easy to be just out here as just an entity trying to get. I made a game. Does anybody care? And if it's not Bob DeCrescenzo now, and if it's not this guy now there's different hierarchies with the developers, and now it's like I've made a game, and it's like it's good to have people like you go, hey, this thing is worthwhile. Take a look at this. And when you say it in the same breath with Pac-Man Plus and Muddy Funster, people go, oh, you give validity to little known people, and it helps the whole community get better. And again, I can't thank you enough for the hard work you've done.
Well, thank you. I try and scour the internet everywhere for the smallest of games, and if I see something that tweaks my interest in that game and it's something unique, I'll put it on the show. I'll uplift this developer because, 5 years down the road, they're making the next best game that's coming out. They just keep at it, and I love to see the community get bigger and bigger every year. And you guys and us, we're all contributing towards that. Yeah,
absolutely. And before we get you out of here, do you want to let everybody know what platforms they can find you on? YouTube, Twitch?
Oh yeah. All of them, or on YouTube, or on Twitch, or on the social media. It's all under Zero Page, one word, then Homebrew, and you'll find us. We've been around for 8 years. It's a long time, so you'll be able to find us, and on the Atari Age forums, and you can contact me or just watch the show or whatever you want to do. And we also have the Atari Homebrew Awards coming up on February 21st. Actually, the nominee announcements are this Friday. So watch us on Twitch on this Friday, and you'll see which games are going to be nominated, 6 in each category across 2600, 7800, 5200, Atari 8-bit, Jaguar, Lynx, and Atari ST ETT Falcon.
Oh, wow.
Amazing work. And we just want to say for Podcast of the Year, when you guys give us the award, the reciprocation thing,
we don't have that category.
We don't have to be on the show, but we will take a check. Just keep that in mind.
Okay. Just let me know who to make it out to.
Vinny.
Funkmaster, right?
Right. All right. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us on.
Oh, absolutely.
And there we go. Fantastic, Vinny.
Thank God they're gone. I can't take all that positivity.
Very Canadian in here, right?
No, man. Now they're up, what, like 6-3 to 1-1, and the country, the medal count. Yeah. If we're counting them,
I don't think we can come back.
They're great guys, and tons of positive. It felt like we just went to church. Buddy. Like
we could do a live stream watching the announcements, and that way.
We could poo-poo everything they say.
Yeah.
I just feel like I just went to church. It was so positive talking to them. I wonder if I don't know if they have like a little non-denominational thing they run up there. I don't know. And +6 for Canada. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next category, man? Congratulations.
I think from here we can just go into order there, Vinny.
So where are we going back to?
That's a good question.
Let's see.
Should have been shuffling papers instead of listening to all the
2, 3.
Yep.
I think we're on the third award.
We are on. Wait, I'm looking at 6.
Biggest Atari VCS third
there
party.
You go. We
okay.
are.
All right.
So
let's pop this guy up here. Another VCS. We still love the VCS here, and it's worthy of note. So this is the biggest VCS third-party title. This is something outside of the realm of Atari release, correct? So Breakout Beyond will not be on here. iRobot nor Adventure of Samsara, but anything else is pretty fair game.
Yeah, anything not published or kind of created Atari IP published by Atari or anything like that. So it's all the indie stuff more or less, or the third party development stuff.
Now, do you have the videos loaded up in order for these? Because I don't know hardly anything about these. I can't really bullshit my way through this. So.
I'm bringing up I thought I had gameplay video of this, and apparently I don't. So I'm bringing up a video right now, Vinny. Beautiful. If you want to announce it, I'll have it up by the time you're done.
You want me to spell it, or just give you some more time? Okay, here we go. So first category again. This is one that we picked, or is this one that the Atari?
Nope, this is one we picked.
Okay. So here we go. Looney Landers by Pixel Games. Sorrel-X. Look at that.
Yep. And they did a lot of fantastic games on the VCS prior course, Donut Dodo was a big one, and then
people
Cash
love
Cow.
Donut Dodo.
Yep, and Cash Cow DX was another one. This is kind of a I don't want to call it a party game, but it's kind of a more fast-paced arcade style game where I'm going to take this banner down. There you go. Where you're trying to basically rack up points by landing on platforms, thus Looney Landers. You have a clown that's kind of your primary enemy trying to stop you. And you see 250 below one platform, 750. As they get smaller, they're worth more points. You're jumping out of a plane and landing on platforms and racking up the points. Best played with 2 players, but there is a solo player component.
Looks cool.
Absolutely.
Next game, 8-Bit Bakery by Ship Haven Games.
There we go. So 8-Bit Bakery is a fantastic take on the Pac-Man formula, more or less, or the maze game formula, if you will. There is a 2-player mode, cooperative here. As you can see, captured this gameplay playing with somebody at the house over here. Basically, you're collecting and you're doing a variety of things. In this level, we're collecting ingredients to create pastries, and then we have to collect the pastry. Next level will be decorating cakes and a conveyor belt sort of layout, and it just goes on and on. It's such a unique take on the sort of maze game genre, and it's just a lot of fun. It's very unique. It brings more life. If you're tired of Pac-Man, if you bought Pac-Man Collection and 40th Anniversary Pac-Man Collection and Super Pac-Man and Junior Pac-Man and Pac-Man Double Feature, but you still want more maze games and something a little different, this will scratch that itch for you.
Looks cool. All right, next up, we always nominate 4 Neo Teria by Orange Pixel. Now, I've bought some Orange Pixel games in the past, and apparently this one's pretty damn good.
Yeah, Orange Pixel has a lot of stuff out there. It's a side-scrolling shooter. It's quite a bit of fun. You have different characters, different personalities. Again, it's a lot of fun. Orange Pixel does some cool stuff. They've supported the VCS quite a bit. And they're always putting out their games onto the VCS, and maybe they're not all perfect games or great games, but they're often a lot of games with personality, and there are some that are really hidden gems on the console.
This looks great.
Yep.
All right, and then the last one is Maze Lab Redo by Liminalist Contraption.
Yeah, this is a game. I'll be honest. I appreciate Obsidian, Uncle Flip, and I love the guy. When he told me he was working on this game, I was kind of like, "Oh, yeah, that's great." But once I played it, I mean, this game is awesome. It's addictive, challenging. He's put so many cool things into it. There's alchemy systems in here where you're testing various potions and hovering and doing cool stuff, and you're going through puzzles. It can be a nice relaxing jaunt through an easy maze, or you could be getting chased by a minotaur who's flipping you around the level and potentially trying to kill you. So he's kind of added a lot of different ways to play, and I really appreciate everything he's done. And there's a lot of cool aspects to it, a lot of things to discover, and I think it needs a fair shake.
Now, I haven't played any of these. I would have gone with Looney Landers, but we decided to go with 8-Bit Bakery is the winner of this. So 8-Bit Bakery, congratulations by Ship Haven Games.
And again, it's such a great take on, again, the Pac-Man maze game formula. The 2-player mode goes a long way. You have different characters and skins to unlock, and it's not just the one mode repeated. There's I forget how many off the top of my head, but maybe 8 different level types, and you do different things constantly, collect recipes and avoid fruit cakes. And I'm just saying what I see on the screen. I love lamp. No, but it's a great game.
Always avoid fruit cakes. That's
always.
Of all the people tonight, this award winner is the only one that big timed you. Is that correct? When you reached out, he's the only one that didn't respond, which is strange that an indie developer. Oh, you have?
I've talked to him before. We've been in touch. I imagine he might just not check that particular email that often. But yeah, we weren't able to get him on. I think that would have been a nice cherry on top for the night. Well, but, we'll have a cherryless Sunday.
I want the trophy. I gotta. There you go. Send that email that fax that over to me. I'll take it. Well, congratulations to him. Thank you for all these guys and keeping the 78 or the VCS alive. Wasn't there now? I need to talk to you in private chat, but we can't because we're on air. Wasn't there another game that was like a shooter that was like 3-dimensional or something that was released this year? Or was that just released?
I don't know.
VCS. I will talk about it later.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea. I shouldn't have said that. That's my bad. All right, so here we go. These we're going back to the ones that the Atari people, your Atari network people voted for, correct?
Yeah, the viewers, the Atarians, if you will, the people that make this.
The people that make us, they're the gasoline to our combustible engine. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Do we want to do wild card?
Yep, that's the one we'll go on to, and we'll kind of kick things
wild
up
card.
A little bit. Wild card. So this, yeah, go ahead.
Well, you get the thing set up, and I'll talk about it. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah. So wild card is normally like a deuce or a joker. No, the wild card category kind of it can be anything. We focused on the 2600 VCS 7800, and there's some lesser output in certain categories. So this could be anything Atari related. It could be in television now. It could be a product. It could be a game. It could be Lynx, Jaguar, anything that's kind of like not getting a lot of volume. So we came up with the nominees. You guys voted upon them, and here's what we came up with for 2005 Atarian's Choice Award for Best Wild Card Game in 2025 if the human race is still alive. So first one, I saw a lot of this everywhere, by the way. Wings of Death on the Atari Jaguar. When you get a good game on the Jaguar, it's, you got to pay attention to it because everybody's frothing at the mouth for Jaguar games. There's so many crazy, terrible homebrews that they sell for $300 on eBay. This one, this one looks good, man.
It's a lot of fun. Now, you might recognize it. It was originally on the Atari ST. It is a ST game, but what's great about this is they didn't just do a strict port, 1-to-1 port. The original developer from back when this originally hit came back on with Songbird and added new music, upgraded graphics, did a lot of tweaks and adjusted how things work. And it's fantastic for it. You can tell a lot of love and care went into this game. It looks great. And it's
because a lot of the Atari ST homebrew problems is the people will just slop it over to the Jaguar and they never play properly. Like they kind of play a little off. But in this regard, this plays excellent, correct?
Yep. Fantastic game. I absolutely.
So don't be afraid if you've gotten a homebrew before of an Atari ST game that was been ported over to the Jaguar. This is actually the only problem with this one. It looks like a male sumo wrestler Harpy is on the front taking a dump.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would say. But it is a cool looking picture if you like people taking dumps. Chuck Berry, if you're still alive, check it out. But that was Wings of Death Jaguar. I didn't mention the developer Eclipse Software Songbird Productions. Next, on the Atari Lynx. What a great system that was. It's always good to have better games coming out or more games coming out. Red on the Atari Lynx.
I apologize if it's
and
loud.
That Ancient World Computing, Songbird Productions, another Songbird title.
Yeah, these are kind of published or made available by Songbird. This was a very limited run initially, which was a shame. And it seems to have more copies made available. Now it is available online too. If I did a video review, I believe I have the website on there. If not, I'll add it in the description to this if you're watching it later. But it's a fantastic game. It's sort of a screen to screen arcade puzzle game. You have an absolute mountain of lives, and on the harder levels, the ground will become red as you waste more and more of them trying to complete the levels.
Blood.
There will be blood.
There will be blood.
But
Daniel Day-Lewis.
It is a fantastic game. It feels very easy in the beginning. I have 98 lives and wasted 1 there, but eventually, as you get later into the game, things get a lot more hectic and it gets a lot more difficult to get through. And
my God,
fantastic challenge, great gameplay, just an awesome game on the links, very artistic.
All right, I like that color motif as well.
Exactly.
All right, coming down here, we got Pac-Man DX. This was released from Opcode, and this was for which system, John?
This was on the Coleco.
Okay.
So we wanted to give some love to the Intellivision and ColecoVision, so we added those to the running, especially in television. But ColecoVision, this was
Raimi cracked me up. He said, "Not being able to play your red has made me blue."
Why can't I bring this up?
Yeah, and shout out to Songbird for real. If anybody from Songbird is watching this, you guys are the keepers of the flame for the Lynx and the Jaguar. There needs to be more help. You guys need some love out there to kind of keep the fan bases, because I know people are dying. People are dying for Jaguar games, and there's just been so many crappy ones. And the Atari released a bunch of bad ones back in the 90s. So when good ones come out, it's a good deal. Look at that. That's a ColecoVision game?
Yeah, somebody's recording this off of their thing. I had to bring it up like this. I apologize. But yeah, so Coleco is an awesome console. It's capable of some really cool things. And this was programmed by Ed over at Opcode. It's just a fantastic port.
Like the damn arcade game, man.
Yeah, it really shows off the capabilities of Pac-Man, and just fantastic version. I mean, it's one that kind of makes us 7800 fans blush a little bit. we really go on and on about how great our Pac-Man games are, but man,
well, ours are great. We have all of them. We have all the games. And then we've got Alcalabeth, World of Doom. It's an Intellivision port by Oscar Toledo. Toledo. What in the world? Yeah. AKA Nano Chess.
I told you not to dox me, Vinny.
Toledo.
Just go on, tell them what the nominee is. No, yeah. Again, this I believe is an adventure game for the Intellivision from Atari Age. Very awesome to see them getting support from Atari Age. And of course, with now Atari taking over, we'd love to have some more Intellivision love. But this is, let me see if I can scoot it forward. Kind of a long form adventure game. It kind of looks like Maze Lab Redux a little bit, just a very early version. It is a port again of an older game, but a lot of fun. It seems to have gotten a lot of love on there. Us not being Intellivision guys, of course, we're rooting for the other consoles.
Looks like a bow tie.
Yep.
They must have fun. I feel bad for Intellivision people.
Yep.
All right. So this was voted on. Me and you did not pick this, or anybody else who's helped us pick other games and winners. But hundreds and hundreds of the Atari Network people cast their votes. And the winner was Pac-Man DX from Opcode. Now, he is not here to accept the award, but he has an acceptance video.
Yep. So we will, by magic of the internet, we will now invite Ed from Opcode to give some thanks and a speech here.
Hi, everyone. Marcelo here from Opcode Games.
Benny, he's not really here.
Hold on, because I actually wrote something down for this. So let me check my notes here quickly. So first,
he's cute.
He's a good guy.
Thank you so much for the Fuji Award.
You're welcome.
And to everyone who voted for Pac-Man DX in the what's called the Atari's Choice Wild Card category. This really means a lot for us. What else? Oh yeah, right. A big thank you to John, Vinny, and the Atari Network.
You're welcome.
And of course, a huge thank to my wife, Grazi, who does, all the artwork, packaging, customer support, and make those release possible.
Turn it up.
Honestly, I just show up and make some pixels move. And I of course absolutely want to thank all the ColecoVision fans and enthusiasts who have supported Opcode over the years. Your support is the reason we are still here, still building and still bringing new games to the system, to this very special system. So a very special thank you to all of you. And oh yeah, okay, last line, yeah, okay, smile, nod, and don't drop the trophy. Got it.
Don't drop the trophy. There you go, Ed.
Thank you again.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Ed. Hey, before you go, all right. Well, that was Ed anyway. Man, I can't believe he ran off like that. I wanted to ask him some stuff. I guess we'll just move on.
Very shy. Is that two for Brazil?
He's not. He got mad that you said that earlier. He was in the chat earlier.
Oh, he's mad.
Yeah, because ICE is going to come to his door, Vinny. You got to stop doxing people.
He's an American now.
We claim him. He says +2 for Brazil, but that is Razi. Not. He is a U.S. citizen. He guarantees ICE. Stay where you are. No, stay.
Okay. I will fist fight ICE for Mr. Opcode there. He's a good guy. So congratulations. And that looked like a very strong category. That's a tough category, bro.
Yeah.
You're not only the best of television and Coleco and Lynx, you're in a knife fight with everybody else. So
some would say that you're the best around and that you're never going to keep him down.
Oh, the best around. All right, let's do it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. And everybody being nominated in that category is a big deal. All right, this is another Atarian's Choice. That means that the voters and the fans and the lovers and the babies and the baby mamas and the baby mamas of the Atari network voted for this. And this is going to be, this is one that's dear to me, the Atarian's Choice Award for Best 7800 Game of 2025. This is, I had my pick, and now this is all the other plebeians got to decide what they want. So what's funny is Bernie and the Tower of Doom was not even nominated in this category.
No, it's almost like we knew they were going to win and we wanted to spread around the love.
But, okay.
But that's,
I thought they were, for some reason.
It's movie magic. It's part of the.
Okay. So this is for everybody else. All right. We're going to do Tiger Heli, which was an actual Atari release from Play On Games. And it was, this is a.
Might get loud. I apologize.
This is a game that a lot of people know from the NES and the arcade, but people gone batshit cuckoo over this game. They love it. I see people posting about this on social media all the time, excited to get the level 4 and excited to get the level 3 and all that stuff. It's a great game. It's a great shoot 'em up, maybe the best shoot 'em up, at least a horizontal, a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up on the system. It's fantastic. If you love God, the word Jesus is written in the water several times. So if you skip church to play video games, play this one because you'll at least see Jesus repeatedly in the water. It's a good game. And I like to say that I like it because the red explosions don't look like big, meaty, flaming vaginas like they do on the NES.
Oh, nice.
Game.
Nice.
They just look like little, they look like pizzas that got a little bit too much tomato sauce.
Hey, tomato sauce.
And that's even better. But congratulations to Tiger Heli.
Yep, and that's Ben and I think it's Bruno. I apologize. From Play On did the programming and design and everything. So thank you guys so much.
All right. Up again for the Atarian's Choice is Popeye from Opcode. That's again Daryl 1970, the master. That game, we've already talked about it. I don't know if we need to talk about it more, and we don't need to probably show the video. Popeye's awesome.
I can show it a little bit.
Well,
because you talked a lot, and I'll just talk for a quick minute.
Okay.
Right. Popeye's fantastic. The opcode improvements are great. The added menus are great. Of course, they fixed the bottle glitch in this level, and it's all worth it just to boot up the console and see that opcode logo in your face. So there you go. Fantastic game.
It used to be an Atari logo. Shh. Atari age. All right, number 3, Pac-Man double feature. We talked about that before too.
Yep.
And that was a huge pack-in game for the Atari 2600 Plus, and it's great, especially if you get the code and you can play random mazes on the home version of the Atari 2600 Pac-Man. And one we haven't mentioned before, I reviewed this on my channel. Enjoyed this tremendously. You can play this on the Game Station Go. Tunnels of Hyperion by Vlad. Good Lord, another foreigner. This guy can win the thing for the Chilean contingency. America's in trouble. I think there I am doing a stupid skit beforehand, but you can skip ahead to the gameplay.
I'm trying to. That skit was long.
I was stuck in the sewer system. I didn't know robots could poop is basically the gist of it. So this is your like I said in the review, this is not just a vertical shooter. This is more like a puzzle game. You can die as many times as you want. It's all about surviving to the end of the level with time. And if you get blown up, you get to restart. And depending on how well you do, when you destroy items, you gain time. You can kind of prolong your demise as you struggle through the levels. And it's kind of a puzzle game, and it's kind of a memorization game, but it's got the Vlad's great charm, and it's a good game. And you can play
there's the Game Station.
Oh, look at that.
Cool. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. I love Vlad's style. I mean, you know when you're looking at a game that he's worked on, created, had influence on, did art on. I mean, he has a distinct style. You know when it's one of his, and they're always really puzzle heavy, really challenging. And he does the kind of gameplay I appreciate. So I always look forward to his games, and this one is a fantastic.
I always like his bosses too. His bosses are never too tough, but they're always interesting.
Absolutely.
All right. The winner.
You guys chose.
People chose this.
You guys did. It's your fault.
You people. This is your fault.
What's wrong with you people?
It's Falling Leaves by Gambler. No.
It should have won last year.
Tiger Heli. Play on Atari. Check that out.
Fantastic game. And yeah, from getting that official release from Atari, it looks fantastic. The graphics are great. We did reach out to Ben from Play On. You might know him if you hang out on Atari Age, and he could not make it, but he did give us a little statement here for us to read on his behalf. Let me pull it up. First of all, he'd like to thank me and not Vinny. He said definitely not Vinny, anybody but Vinny. No, he said, first of all, I'd like to thank you and Vinny for entertaining and being informative Atari Network shows. I'm stoked Tiger Heli got nominated and then went on to win this award. This is really Bruno's award. He spent a lot of time developing the game, getting every cycle of power from the 7800 into this port. Luckily, I had the privilege of testing it, which was a joy. Tiger Heli is the first of 4 toe plan shoot 'em up ports we are developing for the Atari 7800.
What?
With Slap Fight coming next.
Oh my God.
Then Twin Cobra and Flying Shark. Additionally, we hope to also be announcing shortly a new arcade port from Bruno and myself, which is not a shoot 'em up from Toe Plan. Something totally different. Be sure to keep tuned to the Atari Network for new information on this one. Thanks again, Ben.
That's not only a good acceptance speech, and not only did they thank me, which needs to happen, and compliment us, it also had
a little wordy. He could have cut the Vinny part out, but yeah.
5
announcements.
Games.
Well, 4, I guess, but yeah.
No, There was 5.
Well, 4 toe plan shooters, but 1 was Tiger Heli. So
no, he said okay. Well, then I guess
here,
okay,
let me
4.
read it.
No,
first of all,
but
Tiger Heli is the first of 4 toe plan shoot 'em ups.
Okay, so so 4 announcements that they're going to make 4, and if Tiger Heli is any. I mean, these games are $30, John. I mean, that's
$30, and
I know that's the coolest
best
thing about it. It's
around.
Bring them on, man. Bring them on.
Fantastic game. Thank you so much, Ben and Bruno.
Congratulations, man. Yes, and awesome work, man. Gee whiz, dude.
$30 for the best game voted by the people.
All right, next category. Atarian's Choice. Best Atari VCS game of 2025. You all right? Don't make that noise. We wanted Atari to hire us after this. You can't make the duh noise. I already said vaginas once. I think I just got.
You said it again.
I'm not saying the other words.
Okay.
You gave me a list of words. By the way, what's funny if anybody's like they follow Big and Funky, the reason I'm not StreamYarding this is because I got banned by YouTube this week for 10 days for uploading parts of my movie to my fellow filmmakers, and there was a scene with boobs in it, and they cited my entire YouTube channel
boobs?
For there will be boobs. Boobs in the next
movie. For saying boobs.
Well, I was showing boobs on mine, and
oh my goodness, get out!
And but it was unlisted. It was just for my friends that are helping me make the movie.
Out
10-day ban. So anyway,
12-day.
Hey, cut it out! I haven't uploaded a video this whole year that's Atari related. I did upload.
Oh, really?
By the way, I did upload a secret, like a sneak peek of our movie. So check out Big and Funky Productions and look up the sneak peek of Showdown in Secret City. You will enjoy it.
All right.
So Atarians a Choice. Atarians Choice Award.
Atarians a Choice.
Atarians a Choice. Best Atari VCS game in 2025. Human race still alive. And this, I guess we won't need to go over everything because we've already talked about some of these at length. Adventure of Samsara, which won our pick. 8-Bit Bakery, which won the third party.
So
pick.
There's some pedigree. 2 winners. We could have a 2-time winner, Vinny.
Oh my God! I hope they're American. Breakout Beyond. So whoever was bitching about Breakout Beyond not being nominated, you got it. So there it is. And again, I want to like Breakout Beyond, and I don't. Maybe I shouldn't say that. It's hard. It's a hard game. I do like the fact that you use the paddle and stuff, but I can't get past the 3rd level and putting the little funk on it. Good God. I much rather like Breakout Recharge, but I will say I am glad this game. This was one of the only 3 games that was released by Atari on the VCS. Look at this guy getting through the thing.
That's my gameplay.
Oh, you did good. What level is that?
It's level 8.
I can't even get to 8. I can't even get to 8. I'm like a world record holder in Breakout Recharge. I can't even get to 8. It's the English. It's the little funk English is throwing me off.
Oh, there's a little funky dog. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's different. There's a lot of things to like about it, and a lot of things that it's the putting the English on the ball, like you said, and everything is really cool. So.
I don't know. To me, it drives me nuts. Do you think the game would be better if it was
the other
vertical instead of horizontal?
I don't think that's the problem. I think it's fine because you get to see more of the screen this way.
You do? That does happen. If this was in an arcade, this might have been better.
Yeah, in the arcade, it is. It's Breakout. It is very arcade. I don't know. I don't know what you can do to break out at this point other than call it Quamp and have you go on an adventure.
Yeah. All right. So there's that one. And again, I don't mean to denigrate it. This is an award show.
No, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Great work done by the developers.
And then iRobot by Jeff Mentor and Lamasoft. And we talked about that ad nauseum too. So again, Adventure of Samsara, 8-Bit Bakery, Breakout Beyond, iRobot. Are you going to put the banner up for what?
Oh yeah, I haven't been doing that, have I?
the Atarians Choice Award for Best Atari VCS Game of 2025.
The winner is
iRobot.
And you guys voted on this. I'm surprised that iRobot got the nod here. Not that it doesn't deserve it. It's a fantastic game. I kind of thought Samsara would be the only double winner or the first double winner on the award show, but not to be. You guys really seem to appreciate Jeff Minter's style.
Another British.
And his game here. We did reach out to Jeff Minter. He did graciously accept the award. He did respond. However, he could not be on tonight. But we are, so happy to honor him and his game. Fantastic work.
I would just like to say, what the hell is Jeff Minter doing? He can't come on the show. I mean, he's doing drugs.
He's doing LSD, obviously.
He's doing LSD all night long.
You see what's on the screen, right?
Yes. This guy.
He loves llamas.
He wanted to smoke some ganja is what he wanted to do. Anyway, congratulations. Just all jokes aside, Jeff, if you do watch this, I love the original iRobot. I do enjoy your version quite a bit. This level here, some of these are rough, boy. I'm telling you.
This is not an easy. It seems easy at first, like, I just can't jump. Okay. This should be easy, but no.
Rough stuff. Anyway, great game. It probably, I don't know, that's one of my top 2 favorite games of the VCS last year.
Yep.
All right.
And I believe we're at our
the last award
category, the piece de resistance, the big one.
And this is Atari Product of the Year. So put that up there so white people know.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Right away, sir.
I just want people, if they're trying to skip through.
I didn't make a banner for that one, sir.
What the hell? We want to be a 0-page homebrew level at least once or twice a year. The Canadians know how to spell. Their school systems are superior. Come on.
Sorry, sir.
Don't sir me. You're the boss. There you Product of the Year.
Don't fire me.
You're the one that fires me. You fired me twice already.
Oh, wait. It's on a timer. Hold on.
A timer?
Yeah, you can put a timer on these now, and the banners will leave after 10 seconds, and it's by default.
Get that. Fucking StreamYard. Anyway. Atari Product of the Year. I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, you've been doing a great job hosting this.
I don't think so, but thank you.
No, I think you really carried it tonight.
Round
of applause, everybody, for
stop that.
For Vinny and don't turn on Vinny so fast.
Yeah, my ex-wife had just jumped in the chat.
I don't know what the chat's thinking, but I appreciate you.
Last award, big award.
And this is the big one.
Now, there's only 3 nominees, correct?
Yep, only 3. There's only 3 products that we
deemed worthy. Okay.
The rest were like, we're not worthy.
Game Station Go by My Arcade.
I don't have any videos pulled up. I'm not going to. So we'll just
You're
discuss
not? If we're going to beat 0-page homebrew.
Do you want
anything?
Hold on, I'll find it.
We got to try. They just won an award. They won an award on our show. That's how good they are.
They're really good. We've
never won an award on our own show.
I don't want to. They're so good. I don't even want to try. Oh wait, here's a guy that did a review. I'll put this up.
So the Game Station Go, if you don't know, it's My Arcade, and this thing seems to be better quality than most My Arcade things. 200 built-in Atari games, from Balls of Steel to the Recharge games to arcade links, 7800, 5200, 2600. It's got user interface that's got some pretty nifty paddles. It's got it's got all of your modern triggers and buttons to play things like Street Fighter 2, if you felt so inclined. It's got the paddle / knob / spinner. It's got a trackball. It's got the keypad. But the best thing about it probably is the fact that there's a mini USB. You can upload 20,000, 10,000, and most of the games play on this thing. Some don't, of course. Probably about 30% of the games out there don't. But for what this is we're on the road. We're waiting for our wife to come in from the from the butt implant surgery or whatever, and we're just waiting, like we do every week. And it's not perfect, and they're still updating it, but it is damned good, especially considering, hey, 20,000 games. Look at that guy. Who is that?
Oh, wow.
Is that a god?
I'm going to subscribe to this.
You should. But anyway, I love this thing. You can play Tunnels of Hyperion on it. You can play a lot of the games we've mentioned tonight on it. It's remarkable. So the Game Station Go. All right, next.
I like it too. All right, go ahead.
Oh.
No, it's
you can talk.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, you're getting some inside Iggy on my screens here. I love APB, but it plays like shit on it, so that's a detriment on it.
Oh wow, yeah, no, it's fantastic. All right, next one.
Pac-Man Edition, Atari 2600 Plus, which is probably the thing. When I saw it, I was like, I don't want this thing, but every molecule in my body was like, fell in love with it immediately. I love how ugly it is. It's that yellow and black. It's got all the joysticks that are too expensive, and you don't need them all. But I'm sitting there looking at them all in the box over there next to my Pac-Man little freaking shrine above my Converse sneakers. But the Pac-Man 2600 Plus, it comes with the great game that's been multiply nominated tonight. Yeah, what are you?
I don't
you
know.
looking at? We're looking at something. There
you go. I'm talking about something. There we go. Wait, no,
this
isn't it.
Is this
is my video? Yeah, this is my video.
Show the product.
I don't show the product very much in my videos. I like
show
to
here's a can of Folgers coffee.
You know what? Yeah, that's coming out. I really like Harvey's Curse, and
here's my neighbor's butt. She's got a nice butt. She just moved in across the street. She's married to a Jamaican. It's like, show the product. So yeah, this is dude, it's cool. And they marketed the hell out of the look how cool the marketing was for this too. Even with the yellow/orange Clyde joystick. But
it looks orange there at least. At one point
it does look orange next to the yellow. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And when it's alone. And then now we're showing other things. Show us what your neighbor's butt looks like again.
Bounty Bob Strikes Back.
Why are you showing that?
I don't know. You want me to turn out? We can just watch this.
Just watch the thing. It's over with anyway. And then the
sorry, my
thing,
bad.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're showing Fatal Run. Who gives a hell? We don't
cares. Who cares about this thing?
We're never going to be 0 page at this point.
It would make sense if I had the audio on. I promise.
All right, now try to load the last thing as I'm trying to kill time here. Can you do that?
Oh, just talk about it. It's fine.
Okay. And the last one is the thing that me and you were not excited about. And I think crazily enough, I'm starting to think that I may want this damn thing a whole lot. And this is the Intellivision Sprint. And again,
I would play my video, but you're going to badger me about it.
Well, you're going to show like the news report and like what your dog did that morning or whatever.
I forgot I put this in here. Yeah, I'll show it.
Okay. So the Intellivision Sprint is much like these 2600 plus things, or this is more of like a plug and play actually.
There you go. See, perfect.
You got Haunted House, the Wii, and Driver. What are you showing? Those are like the worst Atari products of all time. Now we got a PlayStation 2 game. Just mail it in. Who cares? This white guy, what is he doing? Is this a UFC?
You don't know
fighter?
who that is?
He looks like he gets his hair. He spends about $90 on his haircut. Was that the guy that
Tommy Tellerico? Yeah,
okay,
Intellivision Sprint guy, the guy that you got to ride in his car if you supported it.
But this thing's cool. It's got the 30 games, but it also has a USB gimmick to where you can upload all the games and all the homebrews. And this guy's losing his shit over it. And it is amazing. I think it's pretty cool. Do you have one yet?
No, I don't. But I'm like you. I'm starting to come around.
I'm waiting for a price drop.
Waiting for a price drop too. I play if it goes sub 100, I'll get it.
Yeah, I think so too. The Pac-Man 2600 Plus is not getting a price drop anytime soon. It looks like it's going up in price.
Yeah, I think that being what it is, it probably won't go down.
It's like waiting for a Nintendo first party title to get. So anyway, without further ado, and this is me and you, not the fans that picked this, but I got to go Game Station Go. And what I do for work, and I'm on the road a lot, it's a lifesaver. It's tremendous. It's fun. It's not perfect, but it's everything I probably ever wanted on a modern Atari product. It's the Atari Game Station Go. There was a guy who was making, John, I don't know if we've never talked about this, but back on the Atari Age forums years ago, he had a really cool, rugged, like cell phone shaped device that you could put a 2600 game in the thing and he could play it like on an airplane. And it was real simple. And it took him like 20 years to make it. And I always was like, dude, I want one. And he's like, dude, I can't make another one. But the thought about playing portable Atari games that were real Atari games and playing them on the user interfaces always appealed to me. And this finally has given all of us a taste, at least, to be able to play it on the go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great product. It's delivered on a lot of levels for the fans and from my arcade. Yeah, I think it's very deserving of the win. It was a strong category this year. I mean, those are 3 strong products. We did reach out to My Arcade's marketing and
they were going to be here.
Media, yeah. They said they were going to be on. I think there was some wires crossed. Unfortunately, I think the timing, we just couldn't get it right, either on our side or theirs. There's some crossed wires, but they graciously accepted the award. They were appreciative. Fantastic guys to talk with behind the scenes. That was my first interaction with anybody at My Arcade. And they're really cool guys, and they really seem to care about the products and putting out things that people actually want. And I think the Game Station Go is proof of that. It seems to be an evolution of the Pro that came out 2 years prior.
Right on.
Kind of did it right the second go around.
Well, guys, that's it. And should we end the award show with a song?
Here we go.
2 coins in a fountain. Hold on a second. 2 coins. Turn up my track. I can't hear my track.
Hold on.
2 coins in a. Turn up the track.
All right, guys. Yeah.
Well, man, I'm telling you guys, I don't know if John will get free stuff or not, but that's the whole reason we do this show, is that we're trying to angle for cash.
That's all we want. That's why our reviews.
We don't care about these people. We don't care about the nominees. All these people are a bunch of weirdos. We make fun of them all the time.
Real quick, Vinny, before we go, I'd like to thank Strat Fender for your $10 super chat earlier.
Yeah.
Awesome contribution. Thank you so much.
What a guy. I like that guy.
We'd also like to, one last time, 9-Bit Robot, if you haven't gone over there yet, 9bitrobot.com. They funded the show this evening here. They got the awards made.
Show the trophy. You haven't shown the trophy.
Oh, yeah. So the trophy that's going out, these are beautiful fog glass Atari 2600 size cartridges with their logo on them, 9-Bit Robot.
What do we got to do to get one of those?
I guess we have to make something worth an award. But those will be going out to all the winners, along with again, we have these beautiful certificates that they also had made up. And again, we got these on hand. Wish I could show it a little better, but
are you getting your thumbprints? Are you getting jelly donut smudges on that damn thing?
Well, that's 0 pages, so I don't care what happens.
Oh, they love our import.
Yeah, if I get jelly donut on it, they'll say, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, that's however they talk. But no.
Ramirez says we should get a host award.
There you go. Oh, here we go. Best host.
Best host of this show. Us.
Our first nominee is Ramey Butler. You really don't want to know Vinny. Our second nominee is Death Boy, fantastic host, and our next nominee is Vinny Funkmaster V Vineyard.
He was the best by far.
And the winner is Death Boy.
Oh fuck! I knew it.
You can't even win.
You got it. He really didn't add as much as I was. It just
thank you, Death Boy. We'll have a trophy made for you. It'll be in the mail. You can have Zero Pages certificate, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.
I feel. What is that? It?
Huh?
Are we ending?
Well, did you have more to say? Go ahead. You can say it. I'll stay. I'll keep it going.
I just felt like you dissed me, and I didn't win an award.